post HVAC marketing strategies that work as an opportunity to start getting some clicks, because it's almost there. It's at the top of page 3, bottom of page 2 for some important keywords, middle of page 2 for some others. It really just needs to get a bump to go from there to page 1 and start earning us some link or some clicks. So first, I'm going to have to log into the website, obviously. Okay, so there's a couple things that we can do to optimize for this. First thing, let's take a look at the URL. Does it have any external links? We can check this in Google Search Console too, but this is Ahrefs I found. All right, so currently there are no inbound links going to that website or to that web page. Let's look at internal backlinks. Okay, so we have a page, an HVAC marketing page that ranks for that. We're linking to it with the anchor text digital marketing for HVAC, which isn't a keyword that we're targeting. So let's see what we can do to better optimize that. So first thing, we're going to go over to this page. Marketing, HVAC marketing ideas. Oh, went to the wrong page. Okay. Okay. So in here, we're going to look for a place where we can insert, where we can link to this page with the anchor text, HVAC marketing or HVAC marketing ideas. I think I'm going to go for the HVAC marketing ideas anchor text because that seems to be the one that's closest to ranking. Now, another thing that we want to do is we want to link to it higher up on the page. It's just going to increase the likelihood that it's going to give more weight to it by linking to it there. So I'm going to kill this link, and I see over here when it comes to HVAC marketing. Let's insert the link there and update. All right, cool. So we had one link that we needed to optimize. Apparently I have another page, this SEO for contractors. I don't know if that page is actually, yeah, it is. So let's go in here. Really what we're doing is optimizing the anchor text. So do Command F for HVAC. Okay, it's linking from this blog post. Let's get rid of that. You know what? I'm not going to add it to this page at all. All right, next step, we're going to go into the back end of WordPress, and we're going to look for any posts, any other articles that we've written that have to do with HVAC. So just go over here, type in HVAC. All right, we have not done a ton of them. This is the one that we're trying to get links to, and this is one that apparently has the word HVAC in it someplace. So let's see what we can do. All right, so I'm going to rework this sentence. So the crazy part is most local businesses, a local HVAC company could all right, I'm going to do this. A local air AC, let's do AC repair, repair company doing HVAC marketing. And so I just worked it in there. We're going to get the link. HVAC marketing ideas. Boom. Updated. All right. So moving forward, I mean, this is the technique. Unfortunately, there weren't a ton of opportunities here, but pretty much we want to look at your pages and see where we can potentially, first of all, see where we're already linking and see if there's something that we can do to move that around. The other way would be to then look at the pages and your posts, do a search for HVAC or air conditioning repair or anything where we can find articles that are somehow related to this other article, and then rework the content and see where we can insert a link using the anchor text that we're hoping to get. The next step is going to be to go in and the next step is going to be to go in and maybe build external links going to the page with that anchor text. We may want to even go in and rework the content itself. So let's go over and take a look, see if there are any opportunities for that. And if I were to go in here, let's go into the post. So this tool actually gives us some information about like how often you're using the keyword. You know, the keyword density is low. I don't know if I want to stuff the word HVAC marketing in there a million times, but HVAC marketing is showing up quite a bit. I don't want to play around with it too much. One thing we can do is grab this, go over to the Google Natural Language Processing tool, and we want to see what Google thinks this post is about. The first thing we want to take a look at are the categories. Like, how does it categorize this? If it's not showing up for like topics that are very clearly related to it, we need to change it. So, like all right, it seems that it's about home improvement, HVAC climate control. That's good. The one thing that I'm not thrilled about with this is that it doesn't say anything about business services or marketing. It thinks that this is mostly about home improvement and HVAC climate control, which is not ideal. So let's see if we can make some adjustments. So we talk about HVAC marketing right off of the bat. All right, so let's reword a sentence like this. This article is going to get you up to date with what's still effective in getting HVAC clients and what isn't. This sentence for one can be reworked. So this article is going to share what works, what is working in 2020 in HVAC marketing, as well as what isn't working. The last years, we've spent the last 10 years helping working on marketing for HVAC companies like yours, which has allowed us to learn many lessons about what is effective at getting new HVAC clients. I'm going to share these marketing lessons in 10 minutes. So what I don't want to do is stuff in the keyword HVAC marketing every sentence. That just starts getting spammy. So read it out loud. This article is going to share what's working in 2020 in HVAC marketing as well as what isn't working. We spent the last 10 years working on marketing for HVAC companies like yours, which has allowed us to learn many lessons about what is effective at getting new HVAC clients. I'm going to share these marketing lessons in 10 minutes. All right. So I worked in the keyword a bunch of times here without getting spammy. I'm not going to sit for the entire video and do this throughout, but I want to see if we can if I can show some other opportunities and hopefully give you some other tactics. So just going through the post. All right, so here we mention a plumber. I think it may be better off. It's very often AC or HVAC companies are plumbers as well, but not always. So we want to keep it a little more related to HVAC. So while a homeowner may not spend a lot of time scrutinizing um, a company to come out and fix a leak in a condensation line. They will look into an HVAC company's online reviews before forking over. Okay. This means your online marketing must not only be fully charged, but also conversions. All right, here we kind of shoehorned in HVAC. I'm gonna leave it though. And company website. Website is foundation of much of your HVAC marketing. Start. It's the first. A company only gets one. Communicate some sort of value proposition. Cheaper, better, faster. In your website's messaging. You feel like you've overdone your starting. Okay. Well, at this point, let's see how I've changed this. So this was the original. We're going to open up the NLP tool again. I'm going to I haven't made a ton of edits, but I've made enough that it's going to give us some different information here. Let's analyze it, see what it gives us now. The categories are really the most important thing. All right, so how has this changed? All right, so home improvement went from a 0.78 to this is a confidence interval. It's basically saying like how confident are we that it talks about this topic. 64, 59, 65, 64. So it's still things that we're talking about HVAC. I don't get why it's not really coming up with the marketing part. At any rate, I'm going to update it. I'm not going to this really isn't a tutorial on how to use the NLP tool, but I did want to see you, I did want to show you a little bit of the technique. We're looking for opportunities to make it even more relevant to the stuff that we're targeting. We're also looking to see where we can, where we can maybe reword something so that we may be able to get the keyword in again. Finally, one thing I want to pay attention to as well is looking at the entities. This is also a big deal that I almost skipped over. So let's look at the change, the changes in the entities. So Google, this isn't something that we want to just rework keywords until until the number one result is the keyword that we're targeting. Because like HVAC marketing, I can see is not high enough on this list. It is in the top 12, but typically I would have liked that for this. I would have liked for the salience to be a little higher. As a matter of fact, as I made these edits, HVAC marketing seemed to have actually gone down a little bit, but marketing popped in a little higher. So I guess that is good. We definitely want to have. We definitely want like marketing to be in the top 10 and HVAC marketing, and I guess we did accomplish that. But as a comparison, let's go in here, grab the top result. So one thing that we can do is you can always grab the top result, but the thing that I like to actually look at is not only the top result, but the highest ranking result that shouldn't really be there. So look at like the domain rating, the UR rank, the UR rating, and see if there are any of them that seem to like that seem to appear like they don't belong there. Like this one has a UR rating of 12, 10. Yeah, I don't really see anything that's really super jumping out at me. But one thing that I want to see is like, well, why is this post outranking this one when it has so much higher of a UR rating? So let's take a look at it. First thing that we want to do is actually read the post and see like what are they talking about that we're not talking about in our post? What's different? Or is it the fact that they have a lot more graphics? Like what's going on here? What are they covering that we haven't covered? And get it into our post. The other thing is let's throw their article into the tool as well. Analyze it, see how our entities differ from theirs. And really run over the top results here. So website company, yeah, like for example, they don't have a HVAC marketing strategies is there, but like HVAC marketing isn't really showing up as a top entity either. We're comparing that to our original. The one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that PPC is mentioned as being very salient. Let's see. You know what? Let's link to the PPC advertising. Top result. Yeah, you know what? Let's link to the Wikipedia article. What the heck? Updated it. All right, cool. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll move the needle. Maybe it won't. I'll check back and see. So again, looking at the article, first thing, they have a whole bunch of statistics over here. That can often help. Here are statistics about HVAC marketing. We definitely need to work that into our post. Search engine SEO, yeah, we have a section that talks about that. It's very in-depth, probably more in-depth than theirs. Local SEO, a lead generating blog. We didn't talk about blogging at all. Local service ads we talked about. PPC. And here they talked about social media. I don't believe that our article talks about social media at all. Facebook. No, we do. Yeah, we did talk about social media. Nextdoor, I know that we haven't talked about that in there, so maybe we need to talk about those. Video, email marketing, we didn't talk about. So we're going to go into this post and add these sections. I think that the real winner will be to start adding some statistics in. That's going to send the signal to Google that this is a well researched post, and it provides some data to support the things that that it's saying. I think it may even be worth embedding a Google Trends chart just to show like support some of the stuff with Google's own data. So how, are people using Google to find HVAC providers? So we have some opportunities to get this from page 2 and page 3 over to page 1, and we're going to be implementing them.